is up, everybody? FightHype.com at it again, live with another live round by round tonight, of course, for Fury Chisora 3. Not a trilogy a lot of people asked for, but one that we're getting, as Tyson Fury, the heavyweight, the lineal and recognized legitimate heavyweight champion of the world, looks to stay busy, looks to keep everything sharp, heading into what will probably be a 2023 undisputed fight with Alexander Usyk, who holds the other three of the four belts. But Fury got the glamour belt, he's got the WBC belt, and he is the recognized real champion of the division, the recognized heavyweight champion. And first up to the ring is Derek Chisora, or as he's properly called, Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora. And you guys will know throughout the fight tonight, if Derek Chisora lands a really good shot, I will pronounce it with that accent. So if it's good right hand by Chisora, then you know it was just a good right hand. But if I say hard right hand by Derek Chisora, then that's how you guys know Derek Chisora really cracked Tyson Fury tonight. So you guys could even make a drinking game out of it, where every time I do the Derek Chisora with a British accent, you could take a shot if you want to make the round by round more fun. But here comes Derek Chisora to the ring with the war cap, as always, like Marvin Hagler made famous, like Bernard Hopkins in the Trinidad fight made famous, got the war cap on, and had two very good fights. Well, the first fight with Tyson Fury over a decade ago was actually a pretty competitive fight and a fun contrast in styles. Fury, the boxer, hand speed on the outside, using his feet, using his smarts, and Chisora constantly bullying in, you know, on a lower level, kind of like Ali and Frazier back in the day, with Frazier being Chisora and Ali being Fury, sometimes fighting, being pinned on the ropes and having to fight smart on the ropes, cover up on the ropes, and then use his legs when he can in the center of the ring, in length and speed on the outside. But the fight number two, Tyson Fury dominated Derek Chisora and stopped him. So the first fight was pretty competitive. The second fight, Tyson Fury stopped him. That was a long time ago. Derek Chisora, he gave a tough fight to Alexander Usyk, especially early, so there seems to still be some gas left in the tank for Chisora, but huge underdog tonight. This is the definition of a stay busy fight for Tyson Fury, but some people also call these trap fights, where you know you can take your opponent lightly and get upset, but we'll see tonight. Fury in the dressing room now, Derek Chisora already in the ring, and Fury, who's been warming up on the pads like he always does in the dressing room. He's been warming up for almost 20 to 30 minutes. Had his red robe on with gold trim. And Sugar Hill Stewart, thankfully, is in the corner with Tyson Fury. There was talks that they would no longer be working with one another, and Tyson would go on with Andy Lee. But Sugar Hill Stewart is in the dressing room and is the head trainer tonight. And I think that bodes well for Tyson Fury. You definitely don't want to try to fix what isn't broken, and those two have had magic together since they've paired. So Tyson Fury has one of his sons carrying the WBC strap to the ring. Of course, his wife Paris ringside. They're showing on the telecast, and we're set now for the heavyweight champ to make his ring walk. So, is it hard? Let me get this real quick. Yo. Okay. Okay. I could always switch to laptop too if it's a serious problem, but yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Got it. All right. Got it. All right, guys. I'm hearing volume is low, so I will be speaking up in order to keep the action lively and able to hear it. Let me hear audio on my own stream here, but if that is the case, I got you guys. I will be turning that voice up. Let me see. All right, guys, I'm hearing volume is low, so I will be speaking up in order to keep. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so I understand I got to keep my voice at a certain level. Let me know in the chat right now that me speaking at this tone will be good for throughout this fight, over nighttime over there in the UK, and obviously here in the afternoon here in America. But is volume better? Is this a good speaking tone for everyone on the stream? I can hear you loud and clear. Thank you, Loco323. All right, guys, cool. So, you know, if just to make sure we don't have any audio issues, I'll go ahead and keep my voice up nice and up and clear so everyone can hear it. Here comes Tyson Fury, the heavyweight champ, to the ring. Tyson always, George Foreman. For some of you guys who go through my round by rounds, you guys know I always bring this up as guys come to the ring. George Foreman, when he'd commentate for HBO, he'd always talk about how he loved to see a fighter have a really good sweat worked up before he entered the ring and once he got in the ring. And Tyson Fury is a guy who really goes at it on the mitts before he gets in the ring. And he's coming in wearing multiple towels, multiple things, keeping him really warm and keeping that sweat that he's built up going as he makes his way to the ring. You don't want to get caught cold early in a heavyweight title fight. That's an old phrase in boxing. You don't want to get caught cold early. And Tyson Fury does everything he can to avoid that by building up a great sweat in the dressing room, by getting in multiple rounds on the mitts with Sugar Hill Stewart, and then keeping that sweat going by bundling up with a lot of layers of clothing as he makes his way to the ring. Fireworks going off in London. This is actually a hometown fight for Derek Chisora, who's from London. Tyson, of course, is I believe a Scouser from Manchester. So, all right, good to hear everyone can hear just fine. What's up, chat? Happy everyone's joining us. Shout out to my regulars. Pat G, what's up, baby? I know Loco323's been with us a number of times. So everyone's rocking with us for the chat. I know not everybody has ESPN Plus, or a lot of you do have ESPN Plus, but you have work to do. Maybe you're in the office, maybe you're doing something, and you can only put the headphones in right now, so I got you covered. Or maybe some of you actually prefer me to the great team at ESPN, because I do think ESPN probably has the strongest commentary team in the game right now. But hey, if you want to rock with me instead, I got you. And here comes Tyson Fury, scowl to the ring, game face on, not looking like a champion who's been waking up on silk sheets too much, as Marvin Hagler and Riddick Bowe once famously said, jogging to the ring now. Got a good scowl on his face, a good mean look. And Tyson Fury, the heavyweight champ, looks ready to fight. And that's what you want to see. You don't want to see a fat cat who's taking Derek Chisora lightly, who's going through the motions, picking up a check. You want to see Fury still firing on all cylinders, heading into what we all think will be an undisputed showdown with Usyk in the first half of 2023. Usyk, of course, is there ringside tonight. Flacco said, nah, Showtime and Lennox. Lennox is a Fox guy. Lennox isn't on Showtime. Showtime's very good. I think it's between Showtime and ESPN. Al Bernstein is still brilliant. Abner Maris is good. Raul Marquez is terrific. When they bring in Barry Tompkins and Steve Farhood, those are old legends of the game that are fantastic. So Showtime's a top-notch production, but I just think Ward and Bradley's acumen and expertise is unparalleled in the commentary realm right now in boxing. So that alone just gives the edge to me to the ESPN team, because I think so highly of Dre and Tim, whose analysis I think is second to none right now when it comes to the expert in the booth and everything. So Adam JS, Fury isn't retired. No, he's not retired. I don't think anyone really believed his very short-lived retirement. I'm not sure what that was with Tyson. I don't know if things were starting to problems. There's rumors he hasn't been allowed to come back to the United States. Maybe that had something to do with it, and he wanted to walk away from the sport before people began to get hotter and hotter on his trail and up his ass about the Daniel Kinahan connection. Maybe it was a negotiating tactic. He's saying, I'm retired unless you bring a whole lot of money, and that's probably it. That's my guess a little bit, because sure enough, he started saying they're going to have to bring me a whole lot of money if they want me to come back and fight for Usyk or for anybody. And he talked about needing $400 million or something of that figure. But in the end of the day, I think most boxing fans, we expected Tyson Fury to get back in the ring and eventually fight Usyk and fight other fights. And here he is, getting his second fight into the year. He knocked out Dillian White in April off a beautiful, beautiful right uppercut that had no fat on the bone. It was thrown right up the center, short, coming from a 6'9" guy, getting leverage on that kind of uppercut in close range was really impressive. maybe the best one-punch KO of Fury's career. And but Chisora got the game face on as always. He is a rugged warrior, kind of a throwback heavyweight in terms of the mentality he brings to the ring. So, oh, okay, 1-1. Everyone's saying they hear good enough. That's good. That's good. What's my prediction for the fight? Fury. Fury, and I think you will see. Fury, he really did box against Dillian White, and he wasn't the guy that he was against Wilder, suffocating Wilder, leaning on him, closing the distance, and and that made sense against Wilder, who needs that range to pull off that incredible right hand he's got. But then against Dillian White, he was back to being on his toes and switching southpaw and things of that nature. So, but I have a feeling against Chisora, at some point in this fight, I think Fury's gonna, maybe sooner than later, if you believe what he's talking about on Fight Week, where he says he's gonna go right at Chisora. But I actually expect Fury to do a little bit more of what he did against Wilder than he did in the Dillian White fight, and to get physical with Chisora, which could lead to us getting some good action. Because that's Chisora's best shot at the fight, maybe, is Fury exchanging with him. And now Chisora getting introduced, 33 wins, 12 losses, but he's fought just about everybody in the heavyweight division over the last decade. And he's a 1,000 to 1, or excuse me, plus 1,000 underdog. That's 10 to 1 odds. So a huge underdog tonight for Chisora, but a good game face on in the ring. Vaseline applied, got a good sweat worked up, and looks ready to give a professional account of himself tonight as he gets his introduction before his hometown London fans. But yeah, I definitely got Tyson Fury. You always, heavyweight boxing is a little bit of a different animal than the other divisions. Anything really can happen, but I expect Fury to win this fight. I still think Fury, as long as he's still 100%, and I still wonder if at any point the Wilder fights will show up, and if it took any years off his career. It didn't show up in the Dillian White fight, but Tyson Fury, when he's right, he's the best heavyweight in the game, and I think he'll handle Alexander Usyk after this fight. And I'm curious to see the interaction between those two tonight if Usyk gets in the ring. Fury has said if he gets in the ring, he'll punch his lights out, things like that. And I saw a lot of boxing people on Twitter saying he won't do any of that. He's just talking. But Fury, he's a wild card. He could get crazy in there. He could get a little gangster when he wants to. And so I'm curious if he does the comedic bit with Usyk, I'll knock you out in 2 rounds, chump. Can't wait to see you. Come back. You're a middleweight. Is he gonna do, or is he gonna gangster up on him a little bit and really let him know, hey, little guy, you can't fuck with me, and you're going to get it when we get this fight. We'll see. Very curious to see how that interaction between those two go. And how would Alexander Usyk respond to someone doing that to him? Because he's very much a no-nonsense guy. So I'm definitely putting the horse before the cart here, assuming Fury's going to win this fight. But I'll let you guys know how that interaction goes. But both guys now derobing and coming center ring to get referees' instructions as we're set to call this 12-round WBC Lineal Heavyweight Championship title fight from London, UK. Let's see here. Michael Harrison says, Chisora is resilient, but Fury has just too much for him. Pat G, Jared Anderson would whoop Dubois right now. Pat G says Fury isn't the same boxer he was in the past. The legs aren't like they were. So, all right, here we go, guys. Round 1 set to go. Fury, of course, towering over Chisora at the face-off. Chisora's eyes at about neck or chest level with Tyson Fury. Referee giving a warning to Chisora in the face-off for getting a little rough there as they touch gloves. A little bit of animus in that touch gloves from Chisora, but we'll see. Two guys who know each other really well inside and outside of the ring. Sometimes they trade barbs, but Chisora was there with Tyson Fury the day after he knocked out Dillian White. They had a cookout together where they were hanging out. These two guys have known each other since they were teenagers, since they were boys. And here they go fighting for the third time here in round one. And Fury immediately trying 2 check hooks as Chisora trying to step in behind his jab and cut distance against the much taller Tyson Fury. Chisora immediately jabbing to the gut of Fury, and he swings with an overhand right as Fury is forced to clinch in the ropes. A nice start for Derek Chisora. That overhand right didn't quite get in. Fury got the hands up, but Chisora successfully setting up that attempt with the jab to the body. Chisora staying with the jab to the body, and he gets to the body of Fury a little sloppily. Fury now clinching Chisora, and he turns his body and leans on Chisora along the ropes here. So first 40 seconds, a decent first start for Derek Chisora, fighting behind his jab to the body, coming forward. Another jab to the body by Chisora. Fury looking to counter with that check hook. Now Fury drops in a nice 1-2, and the right hand does get in. Chisora gets to the body of Fury along the ropes, and Fury ties up Chisora. Chisora getting rough in the clinch. He was tagged with that 1-2 coming in. Fury getting his distance. Nice hook off the jab from Tyson Fury. Creates distance. Nice 1-2 for Fury. Now an uppercut. Chisora moving his head. Combinations from Tyson Fury in the center of the ring. Chisora moving his head, dipping his head down, but some of those punches getting through. Fury now with the edge halfway through this round. Tyson missing with an uppercut as Chisora dips low below some of the punches from Tyson Fury. Chisora coming back with a jab to the body, trying to cut distance in the center of the ring. Fury looking to take more chances now. Slips in a right uppercut as he holds Chisora with his left, kind of like he did with Deontay Wilder, and then they clinch. Ref separates him. Another right uppercut for Tyson Fury. He's looking for that shot off the jab, and then he clinches Chisora after it. So Fury looking for that right uppercut. He landed against Dillian White. Now a left uppercut right hand from Tyson Fury, and Chisora slipping his head well. Chisora dipping his head twice well to get away from 2 shots from Fury, but now Fury a double jab, straight right hand down the pipe. Good 3 punches for Tyson Fury, and he leans on Chisora along the ropes, giving Chisora some of his own medicine here. Now they break apart back in the center of the ring. Chisora dipping down, dipping low, trying to get to the midsection of Fury. Fury now beginning to parry that jab to the body. Oh, Chisora just missing with a left hook up top, though, as he sprang up. Fury fixing his trunks, moving backwards. Double jab for Fury, and Chisora smothers the right hand and falls into the clinch, but Fury not letting go of Chisora's arms, not letting Chisora get to the body on the ropes. Now Chisora gets a free right hand and gets a couple of right hands to the body in the clinch, and the ref breaks him up. 15 seconds left in the round. Fury with that left hand low by his waist. Now he picks it up to measure, pause with it. Fury missing with a left hook as Chisora takes a step back away from it. Now steps back in range. 2 jabs from Fury, and he steps off to his left. Fury with that chin behind that shoulder, and it ends round 1 for Tyson Fury. Chisora with a good first 40 seconds or so, jabbing to the body, cutting the distance, getting Fury along the ropes, but Fury very good in the clinches. A big enough man, one of the rare men in the division to match strength with Chisora. And then as in the middle of the round, Fury with that hand speed, combinations in the center of the ring, a couple of double jabs, setting up the right hand down the middle. Chisora not getting hit, clean, perfectly clean. Some of the shots getting through, but decent defense by Chisora in round 1, but enough of those shots getting through with that impressive hand speed in the center of the ring by Tyson Fury to win round 1, 10-9, Tyson Fury. Yes. Huh? Yes. Gotta give my wife the credit card. Go ahead. Say what's up, baby. You come in. We're in between rounds.
Hello. I gotta go.
Okay, go ahead, babe.
Good luck.
All right, 10-9 Fury, and we head into round 2 now. Thank you, Loco. Oh, good jab for Derek Chisora to start the round and actually knock Fury's head up. Better jab than he landed all first round. Total punches through round 1, actually 12 of 27 for CompuBox, and only 9 of 37 for Fury at CompuBox. So CompuBox with a 12. Right hand over the top lands for Derek Chisora. Oh, Chisora knocked a little sweat off the head of Fury's head there with that overhand right. Now Fury getting it back in the center of the ring. But Chisora being responsible defensively. Sometimes using the cross arms defense. Sometimes coming in with his hands up and also, moving his head around. Fury knocking his forward momentum back with a couple of left hands, but Chisora staying right back on top of Fury. Just misses with that overhand right. shooting the kind of shot with his power hand that Steve Cunningham dropped Fury with, a kind of, looping shot. And he caught Fury with it in this first minute, and I think Chisora had a good first minute. Now Fury throwing a right hand off the hook. Good jab lands for Chisora, and he backs Fury on the ropes. Now a little bit of a left hook in the clinch lands for Chisora. Fury backing Chisora. Oh, Chisora getting some good work done in the clinch with his free left hand, working his left hook. Fury missing a right hand. Chisora using his height, his being the shorter guy to his advantage, getting underneath of Fury's right hand. Fury overshot it. Now Fury trying the uppercut off the jab, but good defense by Chisora. Old school Joe Frazier-like defense, cross-arm defense from Chisora. Chisora jabbing to the body, Fury countering with the jab up top. Chisora cutting distance really well this round and doing a good job defensively coming in. Now he eats a little bit of a left hook from Fury coming in, but Fury didn't commit to that shot, just touching him with it. Fury tying up Chisora along the ropes. Two strong guys in that clinch. Minute left in the round. Chisora is winning the second. Fury backing up, trying to set up the feint. 1-2 from Fury, but Chisora with good defense, dipping down to get away from it. And tucking his chin behind that cross-arm defense well is Chisora. Now Fury fires off a combination, and he lands a right hand after missing the left uppercut and the right uppercut. Now a jab and a right uppercut do get in for Fury. Good right uppercut for Fury, and Chisora stumbles into the ropes a little bit after a clinch. Fury with a good right hand off a beautiful feint, and then he lands a left hand. Chisora in the corner. Good right uppercut for Fury, and a 1-2 and a left uppercut. Hand speed and combinations from Chisora. Chisora clowning to the audience, saying that's not doing anything. That's not really landing. Good right uppercut. These uppercuts not getting in fully clean for Fury. Chisora cross-arm defense. Oh, now a right hand lands for Fury with Chisora along the ropes. Fury using the right uppercut to position the right hand over the top to land, knowing Chisora is going to dip from the right uppercut at a certain angle, but then placing the next shot after it. And that was such a strong last 30 seconds or so from Fury. Maybe he stole that round. Chisora was in control of that second round for 2/3, but he laid in the corner the last 30 seconds or so, and Fury getting off, not the most accurate with the combinations, but some of those right hands indeed getting in. Kind of a close second round to score, guys. Could be 1-1, it could be 2-zip Fury, depending how you scored that second one. And surprisingly, CompuBox had Chisora outlanding Fury in round 1. Usyk sitting on the sidelines ringside with a very keen eye watching the action here ringside. So let me see here, guys, what you guys are saying. Thank you for saying great commentary. All right, here we go on the replays now from ESPN. Just a little wink heading back to the corner from Tyson Fury. Could see the fight easily 19-19 or 20-18 Fury. Here we go, round 3. Fury starting with the jab, and he backs up Chisora. Chisora always very dangerous in the first 2 rounds, and he can lose steam after that. 18-5 connect advantage for Tyson Fury in round 2, according to CompuBox. I didn't quite see CompuBox's numbers in either of those first 2 rounds. Fury with a sweeping right hand off the jab, and Chisora looks a little buzzed off of that. Now Tyson Fury bolos with the right hand. Combinations on Chisora. Chisora slipping the uppercuts on the ropes. He holds his hand on the top rope to steady himself. Chisora looks buzzed after a sweeping right hand got in about 10-15 seconds ago. Fury, 2 left hooks. Chisora with a wild right hand. Chisora now suddenly seems a lot more fatigued and sloppy than he did just 2 rounds ago in round 1. Fury with a big right uppercut, and Chisora backed on the ropes, and now Fury leans on him after landing that right uppercut. And things could start getting ugly for Chisora if he is indeed already tiring in round 3. Fury with that left hand by his waist. Oh, beautiful left uppercut. Shoots the left uppercut up from his waist, the left hook up from his waist, and then he shoots off a couple of uppercuts in combination. Chisora forced just to hold. Short right uppercut gets in for Fury again along the ropes. He's measuring with the lead hand. Right hand to the body, then a right hand up top. Left hook for Fury. Chisora slipping his head, but these shots are getting in cleaner and cleaner now as the fight is going on. Now Chisora finally comes out of the corner, and Fury, though, back into the center of the ring. Fury back on the front foot, takes a step back, and resets right in front of Chisora. Fury not giving as much ground now. Now Chisora gets Fury on the ropes, but Fury walks him into a right hand. Nice right hand by Fury. Fury not fully committing to all these shots, but he does like that right uppercut. Fury with a little bounce now. Shoots the 2 or 3 jabs, goes to the body twice, and finishes up with the right uppercut. Fury shooting a jab to the body. Chisora in the corner. Tyson steps over to his left and tries to set up a nice hard right hand to the body. Nice shot for Fury. Fury having a very good round. Chisora smiling now, coming out of the corner. This is Chisora's MO a little bit. He loses steam after those first 2 rounds. That's what he did against Usyk. And now, down to the... Chisora tries to tie up Fury, and Fury kind of sort of tackles him to the ground, just plops his weight down on him. And Fury letting Chisora know, if we're going to get rough, that's what I'm going to do. Man, 2 big guys. 267 from Fury and 260 from Chisora in these clinches. Fury, one of the rare guys who's been strong enough to give Chisora his own medicine in these clinches. Nice left hook lands for Fury after 2 punches didn't land just to set it up. And then he steps off, walks off to the corner almost in a taunting way. And that ends round 3, 3-0 for Tyson Fury. Maybe 29-28 if he gave the second to Chisora. But Fury began to really take full control there in round 3. Pretty decisive round for Tyson Fury there. So, Daniel Pleska says, turn the camera around so we can see as well, man. If I turn the camera around, you would just see a computer screen. It's don't worry about it. I got you. Never mind. I thought my joke was going to make sense for a second, then halfway around I realized if I turned the camera around, you would indeed see the fight and you would get what you want. So the joke went nowhere. I just can't turn the camera around, Daniel. I'm sorry. Kathy Horn saying, stop rooting. There's no rooting. That was a complete, decisive round for Fury in the third. There was no punches landed for Chisora. That second round was close, Kathy. It could have went Chisora's way. So I'm okay if you gave Chisora the second round. But I thought round 1 was Fury's round, and round 3 was definitely Fury's round. Round 2 may have been Chisora's. He kind of let it get away from him in the last 30 to 40 seconds there. CompuBox has a 57-22 connect advantage for Fury right now through 3. Fury missing up top and Chisora dipping down trying to counter to the body. Now Chisora backing Fury up with a jab to the body, but Fury looking comfortable now, not eating that jab to the body as much and parrying it. Double jab from Fury, and he steps off to his left back in the center of the ring. Now he tries to counter a hook, counter with a left. Oh, good right hand for Chisora as Fury was in the corner, and Chisora again getting in that kind of looping overhand right. Fury pulling away from it a little bit. Nice jab to the body by Fury now as he tries to back Chisora up. Chisora switching southpaw for a minute, throws a jab to the body. Now he switches back. Fury planting his feet, trying to get Chisora in the corner here. Maybe to set something up, set up a right hand off the jab. Fury coming forward off the jab, use that great feint he does, and then shoots the jab. Chisora stepping off. Fury, of course, with that left hand at his waist, and he'll shoot the up jab, and then he'll measure and pick that left hand up and measure with it, and jab with the hand up, and then nice right uppercut from Fury. But Chisora smothered it a little bit well, gets to the body. Now a nice little left hook for Chisora in the clinch. 2 big guys in this clinch, man. Both banging away with their free hand whenever they can. And it's quite a war in these clinches. All right, minute left in the round. Close round. Fury being tall, not letting Chisora land the jab. Now Chisora tries to get to the body of Fury with 2 body shots, and Fury ties him up and gets him back into the center of the ring. Fury not nearly as dominant in round 4 as he was in round 3. He misses a check hook. Chisora dipping underneath it. Chisora coming forward with a little more steam again. Fury missing the right hand left hook. Chisora stepped out of range. Now 2 jabs from Fury, and the second one lands. Fury feinting. Then Chisora makes him reset and step out of range. Now Fury steps back in range. Chisora's back along the ropes. 30 seconds left in the round. Chisora dipping from the jab. Now he steps his back off the ropes. Dips away from a 1-2 from Fury. Decent defense all night from Derek Chisora. Save for the third round where he kind of just took a breather. Now a left uppercut almost gets in there for Fury. Chisora able to smother it as he closes distance. 5 seconds left. Right hand gets in from Fury. Not a lot of steam on that right hand from Fury, but a nice setup with his feints to get it in there to end the 4th round. Still give that 4th round to Fury, but definitely a more competitive round than round 3 was. But Fury still getting off first most of the time. Still controlling range in there. Going forward when he wants to at times. Fighting off the back foot well. But Chisora, good defense that round. Good defense in rounds 1, 2, and 4. You know, dipping away from shots, cross-arm defense, dipping down. Doing what the shorter guy's supposed to do. Making it harder for the taller guy to reach down and get him. So, 4-zip Fury, but I could see 3-1 Fury as well. So now ESPN showing a montage of some of those right hands getting in for Fury. And it's been some right uppercuts for Fury. A couple of them have been right hands down the pipe. He actually buzzed Chisora early in round 3 with a sweeping right hand. So that's what it's been. And also for Chisora, he's landed a half dozen or so looping right hands whenever he gets Fury along the ropes. Fury switches southpaw for the first time here in round 5. 9-5 connect advantage for Chisora in round 4. So 9-5 in power shots for Chisora that round. Fury out jabbing. Oh, now Chisora stumbles back into the ropes. A little bit of roughhousing there from Fury did it, not from a punch. Fury staying in the southpaw stance, measuring with the lead right hand. Now he gets in a left uppercut. Chisora gets into that clinch right after eating that left uppercut. But Chisora not eating a lot of clean on-the-money shots. A lot of them being smothered or landing on top of the head, or, you know, some of it being smothered by the chest because he keeps his chin tucked very well. But Fury definitely outlanding him about 3-1 tonight so far. Maybe, yeah, about that. Fury staying in the southpaw stance. Measuring with the lead southpaw hand. Chisora goes southpaw back at him and jabs to the body. Both fighters in the southpaw stance. Good jab to the body from Chisora out of the southpaw stance. Now Fury switches orthodox, and so does Chisora. Double jab from Fury. Sets up a little bit of a touch left hook. Nice hooking off the jab from Fury there. Oh, nice double jab. Sets up a right hand down the pipe for Fury. Chisora took it well. Now a right uppercut lands for Fury, but Chisora showing a really good chin, taking these punches well. And Fury sometimes slapping with some of these shots. Chisora gets Fury on the ropes, but Fury quick feet. Spins out back in the center of the ring. Minute 20 left in the 5th. Fury winning this round. Fury left hand by the waist, maybe looking to set up an anchor right hand. Shoots a right uppercut, shoots a left hook, then a right hand down the pipe. Some of those shots got in. Good head movement from Chisora, getting away from some of them. But Chisora not returning fire now. Minute left in the round. Fury, nice right hand with Chisora along the ropes. Chisora missing the body shot in return. Fury just missing, just a little short with his own right hand. Chisora continuing to dip down well. Now Chisora with a right hand that goes a little low, but the ref didn't see it. Fury tying up, getting them back in the center of the ring. Now they both get rough with their heads, nodding their heads against one another, and the ref warns them for that. 40 seconds left in the round. Fury still in the southpaw stance. Left uppercut for Fury misses. And they get in the clinch again. Been a rough fight. Fury shoving Chisora off balance again as Chisora try to land a little left hook out of that clinch. Chisora's back in the corner. Fury landing a little bit of a left uppercut, but Chisora, good defense, not letting him get everything on it. 10 seconds left in this round, and it's another Fury round, but not overly impressive stuff from Tyson Fury tonight. Hasn't been super accurate. Nice check right hook there by Fury, but he's slapping with some of these punches at times. And that's due to the defense of Chisora. Sometimes when a guy's having problems landing, he takes something off of the shot. Golovkin had to do that in the center of the ring with Canelo in their 3 fights. So sometimes you start to not fully commit to the shot and trying to touch the guy up and just touch him. And Fury has been relegated to doing that at times, but he's in firm control of the fight, either 49-46 or 50-45 Tyson Fury. So someone said this is lagging a little bit. Well, let me see if I can get all the way live. Once again. No, it says I'm live. I'm good. Double jab, set up that right hand down the pipe for Tyson Fury on the replay from ESPN. Thank you, Pito. Appreciate you guys. Pat G saying, damn, Fury looks unimpressive. Yeah, it's not impressive, but he's getting the job done. He's basically winning every round, and he's on his way to either winning a lopsided decision. Maybe he could stop Chisora at some point. But Fury, you know, not wowing us, but still relatively dominant so far. Now Fury starts off in the southpaw stance again for round 6. A 95-38 connect advantage for Tyson Fury. And he has outlanded Chisora in all but one round. The first, a round I actually thought Fury won. Second round, CompuBox had 22-7 advantage for Fury, but I actually thought that second round was pretty close and Chisora might have won it. But lopsided on the CompuBox. You guys already know that's not gospel. Sometimes they're off, but for what it's worth, big advantage for Fury. Now Fury tonight doing a lot of, and this is due to the good defense of Chisora. Nice right hand from Fury off the left hook, and I was just going to say, nice right hand again from Fury off a double jab as Chisora bores in. Chisora falls into the clinch and tries to get rough in the clinch, but can't be too effective. Some of these shots banging around the back and the side of Fury's head as Chisora gets rough in this clinch. But Fury throwing sometimes throwaway shots to land the second or third shot. Throwing a little touch left hook to shoot the right hand after it. Sometimes a little touch jab to shoot the right uppercut after it. Sometimes shooting the uppercuts to make him move his head into the right hand over the top. And Fury's done a good job of that in this fight. So halfway through the second, Fury's done just what I talked about. Done a couple of nice setups. A nice throwaway first and second shot to land the third shot in this 6th round. And he's in firm control here in the 6th round. Halfway through it. Fury back in the orthodox stance now. Chisora trying to cut distance with the jab to the body, but he hasn't really landed that jab to the body since the first. Well, just as I say it, he lands the jab to the body. Announcer's jinx. Now Fury counters with a left hook as Chisora goes with the jab to the body, but Chisora doing a good job keeping his right hand up when he jabs to the body so that when Fury does try to check him with the hook, he's not getting checked with it too clean. But now Fury lands that check hook as that right hand falls a little bit. Just as I say it, again, the announcer's jinx. 50 seconds left in the round. Fury winning the round. Fury lands that jab. Chisora responds back with a jab to the body. Chisora looking to cut distance here. Fury with a double jab, almost to the right shoulder of Chisora, and then it set up a sweeping right hand. Now a check left hook lands for Fury. And Chisora is reacting to those check left hooks. They're almost giving him a little stun delay for a second each time right now this round. Chisora's right eye starting to close from those check left hooks, guys. And those check left hooks aren't landing thudding. They're almost like a slap sometimes, but they're starting to have a cumulative effect on that right eye of Derek Chisora here in the 6th. Fury just off with a left uppercut in the southpaw stance. Chisora stepping out. Both guys southpaw to close the 6th. Oh, big right hook from Tyson Fury. We were talking about the check left hook. Well, it was the check right hook by Tyson Fury to close out round 6. Nice shot by Fury to close round 6. Fury in complete control of this fight. 5-1, probably 6-zip, depending on how you scored the second round. Fury, as Pat said, maybe a little unimpressive, but still kind of impressive with his IQ and his hand speed and walking Chisora into shots now as the fight progresses. And I do love the throwaway shot setups from Fury tonight. Here's the uppercut, okay, slip it, boom, the right hand will catch you on the third attempt. Stuff like that he's done very well tonight. And he got that check hook actually working, and yeah, Chisora's right eye closing up a little bit in the corner there because that check left hook started to land. Pat G says, time to finish this off, Fury, come on. I agree. Looks like we're getting closer to that. We got some Allah shoutouts from Matt Liu. Fury counters on point, says Loco323. They began to get on point that round indeed. Especially that check hook. Ooh, left uppercut off the left hook for Fury. Beautiful shot. Now a right hand lands for Fury. Right uppercut just off for Fury. Actually got to the body a little bit. Fury maybe smelling a little bit of blood, but Chisora's tough. He slips underneath the right hand and gets to Fury's body, and he brings the left hook up top with Fury along the ropes. Chisora showing his warrior spirit, but he got tagged already in these first 30 seconds with a clean assortment of shots from Fury coming in. Chisora jabbing to the body, no quitting him. Fury responds with a left hook to the body, clinches him, and leans his bigger body against him on the ropes. It's been a war in these clinches, and Fury's gotten the better of it. Chisora switching southpaw, coming forward, dipping down low, getting the, nice 2 or 3 shoe shine body shots to the body by Derek Chisora. Chisora trying to turn his intensity up a little bit and not go woefully into the night. Now 2 right hands from Chisora in the clinch. Chisora trying to will himself back into this fight and into this round. 2 left hands in the clinch for Chisora as Fury leans on him along the ropes. Good work for Chisora there. Chisora making Fury miss the uppercut, and Fury clinches in the center of the ring. Now Fury trying to break the clinch free, and he does. Fury left hand low. Prods with it, sets up a right hand. Chisora dips down from it, but it got through there. Fury, nice 2 or 3 jabs there, touch and pelt Chisora. Chisora just clinches there in the center to close distance. Little over a minute left in the 7th, another Fury round. But Chisora game. Chisora takes a deep breath, puts his gloves back up, tries to close distance and jab to Fury's head. Fury getting in a little bit of that check left hook, but good jab by Chisora, and Fury responding with a clinch and backs Chisora into the center of the ring. Little double left hook from Fury in the clinch. Nice little right hand on the inside from Fury in the clinch, but Chisora comes back with a left hook in the clinch. Ref breaks him up. 40 seconds left. Fury takes a deep breath. Nice straight right hand by Tyson Fury, backs Chisora into the ropes. Fury leaning on Chisora like he did Wilder on the ropes, using his weight against him. That was a nice straight right hand by Tyson Fury just a couple moments ago. Now he switches southpaw. Nice left uppercut off the double jab. Tyson prodding with the southpaw jab. Left uppercut, gets in again. That was almost a left hook left uppercut, and Tyson disguised it well and got it in there. Snuck him with it. Nice 1-2 by Tyson, and then he leans that body against Chisora along the corner. Decent, good stuff from the heavyweight champ. Again, not overly impressive stuff, not setting the world on fire, but keeping the tools sharp, keeping the eyes sharp, keeping the defense sharp, keeping everything sharp tonight. We know he's got a level beyond this for Usyk, but in dominant, firm control of this fight now. And apparently, this fight is one of the coldest outdoor fights we got. The fight is 43 degrees outside. 47 degrees was the temperature for Hagler Mugabe in 86. For Leonard Duran 3, it was 37 degrees. And back in October of 93, for Lennox Lewis, Frank Bruno, it was 52 degrees. So a cold night in the UK. Tim Bradley. We got Tim Bradley in the chat, and he wants to see the uppercut from Chisora. Yahoo says Fury's best skill is his size. It's definitely a great asset, and he wouldn't beat Tyson Fury without it. But no, he can counterpunch, his hand speed, his feet. He's got a lot. He's not just big for nothing. Best heavyweight in the game, and Chisora slow to get off his stool in the 8th round. And Fury busting him up with uppercuts, and Chisora falling into the clinch along the ropes. 141 punches landed for Fury tonight to just 62 to Chisora. But Chisora was slow to get off that stool here in the 8th. Fury still with liveliness and bouncing his feet. Chisora's back along the ropes. Fury trying a little left hook, but Chisora getting his gloves up. Now Fury with 2 jabs. Fury with combinations. Chisora getting his hands up, but Fury finishes to the body. Now a hard double jab from Fury, and Chisora ate those 2 jabs, but did get his head out of line, off the line to get away from the right hand. Fury in control of this first minute. Fury on the front foot. Lots of life in his legs. Looks very fresh in the 8th. Chisora dipping away from the 1-2-3, making Fury miss 3 shots, but then Fury coming up with a left uppercut, and that landed. Back in the clinch. 2 right uppercuts in the clinch from Fury. Out of the clinch. Nice right hand over the top by Chisora, but he ate 2 little short baby left hooks, and then a right uppercut to get it. Now Fury coming in with a right hand, and he lands again. Chisora swinging wildly in response. Fury with a double jab right hand down the middle, and that makes the corner of Fury clap their hands in the corner. They like that double jab right hand there by Fury. Halfway through the 8th. Fury in control. Chisora along the ropes. Double jab from Fury, right uppercut, but good defense by Chisora. Now Fury holding Chisora's head in place and just taps him with a right hand to the body. Right uppercut gets in for Chisora. He looks at the ref for a second. 1-2 lands for Fury. Chisora back along the ropes still. Fury missing with that first right uppercut, but the second one gets in. Chisora finally responding to the body now, and Fury leans on him in the clinch and sticks his tongue out. 50 seconds left. Fury in the orthodox stance. Left hand by his waist. Oh, sets up a few throwaway shots, and it lands the right uppercut. Double jab lands for Fury now. Chisora taking shots this round. Chisora launches a right hand off the ropes, but he falls short and walks into a little bit of a touch right hand by Fury. Fury has landed so many uppercuts tonight. He's landed some check hooks. Not a lot of steam on him. The punch he's landed with the most steam tonight's been the right uppercuts, and he has landed a couple right hands with steam. Straight right hand gets in for Fury. 2 hard body shots from Chisora. No quit in him. 20 seconds left. Fury leaning against Chisora again along the ropes. But Chisora taking it like a man. Always a warrior. 10 seconds left. Fury still with bounce in his feet. 5 seconds left in the 8th. 1-2 down the pipe for Fury. Chisora stumbles around a little bit. And that does it for the 8th round. And they touch gloves going back to their corners. And that's another round for Tyson Fury. Ben asked any knockdowns yet. No knockdowns tonight, Ben. It's been a sweep for Fury unless she gave the second round to Chisora. Chisora bleeding from the mouth now. That swelling around the right eye. A little bit of swelling with the left eye. Spits blood into the bucket as we get ready for round 9. Usyk must be quacking in his boots seeing Fury school Chisora. I don't think he is, but Fury is definitely schooling Chisora with ease in a way that Usyk did not. Uppercuts. Here's a montage of the uppercuts from ESPN now. Often coming off that double jab from Fury, where he wants to know where he's at. Touch, bang. Touch, bang. That's been the setup a lot of the night. Other times it's been beautiful right uppercut, left uppercut, mostly the right uppercut from Fury, but a nice left uppercut off a touch left hook there from Fury on that last replay. Now Fury, loosey goose, hands at his side, both hands at his side to start round 9. A little bit of that old Tyson Fury to start round 9, but then he quickly picks that right hand back up to his chin, and here we go into the clinch. So yeah, Chisora is starting to take terrible punishment at this point, I agree. Fury with a nice sweeping left hand off the southpaw jab, then a left uppercut off the southpaw jab. Fury's so good at the touching, range finding with the jab, and then shooting off an uppercut behind it, or the right hand down the pipe off of it. He's got a beautiful double jab, beautiful feints, great feet, and really great hand speed for a guy of that size. And that's why he's the best heavyweight in the game. Not blazing the world on fire tonight, but is dominating Chisora, and I think is still the favorite. Now a nice 1-2 pelts Chisora as he walks in. Fury not sitting down on too many of these shots tonight. He has on some of them, but a number of them have been touch shots. Fury touch left hook, and then a nice little athletic move by Fury there. Actually got his right hand up to block the counter left hook by Chisora, trying to time it up, and then spun him around in almost a 360 degree. Again, impressive for a 6'9 guy. Now Chisora in the corner halfway through this 9th round. Chisora just forced to duck around, dip his head around, and Fury touching with left hooks, coming underneath with uppercuts. Some of those partially getting through. Chisora doing a decent job of slipping away, but not getting anything done offensively at this point. Chisora's back along the ropes, lands a looping right hand as Fury tried to set up something as a southpaw, but it had no steam on it. Didn't even get a reaction from Fury, who just kept punching after it. Chisora back against the ropes. I think it's fatigue that does this to him a lot of times. Chisora dipping away from the left hook right hand. 45 seconds left. 2 jabs from Fury. Chisora dipping down. Now Fury, good hand speed by Fury off that left hook right hand. Chisora with good defense, but part of that right hand getting through off the left hook setup. 30 seconds left in the round, all Fury. Chisora missing with a wild wild right hand as Fury just used those ropes to back up a little bit, then spun off to his right. Oh, nice left hook by Fury out of the southpaw stance. Fury switching a lot in this fight. Now he backs Chisora up, just pushes his weight to back him up, smothers him. But Fury beginning to do the old, Bernard Hopkins at times, what he did against Wilder, which is hit him with a shot and then lean on him. And that's how round 9 ends. Chisora bleeding from his mouth, staggering back to his corner, and he is starting to take just unnecessary punishment at this point. They might want to... And now blood coming from the increasingly closed right eye of Chisora. Chisora's right eye beginning to close to a slit, and blood coming from it now, and blood coming from the mouth. And again, the corner trainer, Don Charles, might really want to think about stopping this thing at this point. And the referee saying he's taking a good look, and so is the... Okay, so the little conversation between the ref and the trainer there. So, all right, we'll see if they let... It looks like they will let him out for the 10th, but the trainer, it might be giving him the old, I'll give you one more round. Referee saying it doesn't look good in the corner. Vaseline being applied heavily. And Chisora's trainer leans in to tell him something to finish this round. All right, and they're going to send their man out there for the 10th. I don't know if the referee's in full agreement with the... You can see blood on the canvas now from Chisora's eye. Fresh blood on the canvas from Chisora. Chisora kind of defenseless here, just walking it. Well, not he's still slipping instinctively from shots, intuitively, but he's eating a lot of punches. He has eaten 20-plus punches for 5 straight rounds now, and has eaten 20-plus punches in 7 of the 9 rounds from a 268-pound heavyweight. Even if it's a guy not fully committing to these shots, that's a lot of punishment for Derek Chisora to be walking through tonight. Fury with a nice right hand off a left hook to set up. Now Fury's a southpaw. Chisora along the ropes. That right eye is completely closing up. Double jab sets up a little sweeping left hand to continue to close that right eye at Chisora. Chisora looking down at his corner. And it feels like this fight should be ending any minute now. Fury pounding Chisora along the ropes. Not fully committed shots with range on him and everything, but just pelting him in the clinches, pelting him around with uppercuts and with hooks is Fury. Chisora still fighting out of the ropes, but can't get anything done offensively. A little bit of a cheap shot, right uppercut from Fury in the clinch, and the ref didn't like that as the ref was separating the two. Check left hook lands for Fury, and then a right hand lands for Fury off a left hook to set it up. Chisora eating that right hand well. That was a good right hand from Fury, and not just a touch right hand. Good chin from Chisora tonight, as always. Left hook to the body for Fury. Oh, and then a right hand lands on the chin of Chisora. Referee actually put his hands on Chisora, not stopping the fight, but the ref put his hands on Chisora after that right hand. That was a good right hand from Fury that had some weight on it. Crashed on the chin of Chisora. Chisora took it well. Eidos Yerbosinelli, a couple weeks ago against David Morrell on Showtime, took unnecessary punishment in the championship rounds, and that's where we're at with Derek Chisora now. This fight should not go beyond this round. This fight probably should have been stopped last round. So 40 seconds left in the 10th, and this should be the last round of the night, guys. Chisora, 30 seconds left. Right eye completely closed. Blood coming from multiple places now. I think I could see John Fury's face at ringside. I think he wants to see this put to an end for Derek at this point. I think Tyson is even starting to think of the mercy rule. 15 seconds left. Tyson touching with the jab. Oh, nice right hand lands for Tyson. Left hook, and that does it. The ref will stop it there. That right hand, it wasn't a devastating right hand, but the accumulation of shots. Chisora was beginning to walk forward like a zombie and becoming more defenseless. Fury now comes over, kisses the bald head of Chisora. These guys have known each other since they were boys. I'm sure it's all good in the end. And Chisora made a good check. He showed his heart like he always does. He came forward nearly all night. And Usyk ringside, kind of unimpressed with his arms folded. Just has an unimpressed, okay, whatever, look on his face. But the fact is, Fury dominated Chisora and stopped Chisora, something Usyk didn't do either of. He didn't, he dominated Chisora as the fight continued, but early on he had his hands full with Chisora, and of course Chisora made the final bell with Fury. Fury, even on a night where some in the chat said he wasn't that impressive, still knocked out and stopped, or not knocked out, but he stops Derek Chisora, still the heavyweight champion, now 33-0, 24 knockouts for Tyson Fury. To my eyes, still the clear favorite over Alexander Usyk. I do think Fury will dial it up a notch, will be a little sharper than he was for Chisora, but good on Fury staying busy. That's what tonight was about. So he'll be 100% sharp heading into Usyk, having gone 10 strong rounds with Chisora. Tonight fulfilled its purpose for Fury. I give him a B plus. You know, I give him a B plus for tonight. A B plus. And he did his thing, and I definitely favor him over Usyk. Chat, give me a 1 if you favor Fury. Give me a 2 if you favor Usyk. Let me see the results for a minute here, and I'll tell everyone who's picking 2 why they're wrong. Check the chat here for a second. Do I think Usyk can beat Fury? I don't. I have Fury beating Usyk. I always have. Ty Palmer says Dosa. Let's see now. Let's see Fury get in the ring and go, I'm going to spark the middleweight. I'm going to spark the middleweight. I'm going to spark the middleweight. Let's see that. Okay, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 3. Robert Machin with a 3. He has a draw. Robin, we see your 3. We see what you did there. And then a 69 from Robert. You know what? Robert Machin wins the chat. Doing anything else tonight? Any man said 3. And as Salem, doing anything else tonight? I am, brother. I will be back for Chocolatito versus Estrada. I mean, damn, talk about going up and down the scales in the boxing world today. I'll be back to call the trilogy, another trilogy, a real trilogy. Chocolatito versus, although you could argue that fight, that's really 2-0, just like Fury and Chisora was too, right? Chocolatito probably deserved to win both fights. But I'll be calling Chocolatito tonight. I hope you guys will join me. Unless you're going out, doing your thing Saturday night. In that case, have a great night. Maybe just put your phone on and give me the view. Give me the little sympathy view if you can. But anyway, I'll be back for Chocolatito Estrada. I got Tyson Fury. You know, I got Fury. A good big man beats a good little man. And I think it's going to be as simple as that. I don't think, I do understand, though, that Cunningham gave Fury problems as a cruiserweight moving up to heavyweight, and Usyk is the same guy. And I do understand that Otto Wallin in the southpaw stance gave Fury one of the toughest fights of his career, came very close to stopping him on a bad cut that came from a punch in that fight. So Otto Wallin in the southpaw stance gave him problems. Steve Cunningham, a cruiserweight, gave him problems. So there's data there that points to Usyk could give him problems. But Fury ultimately still beat both of those guys, and I think Fury's much better than he was when he fought Cunningham. No question about that. Much better. But I do, and he still got the job done against Wallin. I actually interviewed Steve Cunningham. Go check that out. It's on the channel. I interviewed Cunningham, I want to say 2 months ago. Whenever Joshua lost the rematch to Usyk, the next morning I interviewed Cunningham, and Cunningham explained why he thinks Usyk will win that fight. And Cunningham came at it from a completely different angle. He told me Usyk wins that fight because Aegis Klimas won't allow a referee that allows Fury's dirty tactics. And if Fury can't get rough on the inside and dirty on the inside, and he's forced to fight at range more against Usyk, he'll lose. That was Cunningham's theory. I think Fury has the hand speed to match Usyk, but he's 6'9" instead of Usyk being 6'3". I don't think Fury has any problem with pace. He's a guy that is fresh and scores knockouts late in fights. He scored 10th round knockout against Wilder. He scores a 10th round knockout tonight. So he's a guy that still has the juice in the championship rounds. I think that's something Usyk thrives on against these big heavyweights, is they tire in the second half against this smaller guy coming up. and these guys bite on the feints. They can't deal with the pace and the feints from Usyk. Fury's feints are just as good as Usyk's, and he can hold up to the pace, and he can box and has the hand speed to go with Usyk. I just think it's going to be a good big man beats a good little man. Now Fury is talking shit in the ring, and let me pull up audio so I can hear what this man is saying. Here we go. I'm sure he's talking shit about Usyk, and let me go ahead and catch this then, because I'm not getting audio from my PC, so I'm pulling up the laptop so I can go ahead and so I can hear what he's saying. I don't want to miss this interaction between Fury and Usyk. So, who won? Redman UK. Tyson Fury, 10th round TKO. Won every round except for maybe the second round. But Fury, not super impressive, but dominant. And then he stops Chisora in the 10th, who was very game. Who was game, but not really effective. But did have a decent defense in the first half of the fight. Good cross-armed, old-school Joe Frazier kind of style defense from Chisora. All right, now I got some audio.
To fight him 3 times. He's an absolute British folk hero. And he's grew on everybody. And
all right, guys, let's hear what the Gypsy King. Derek Chisora. Yo, Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora. There we go. Go, Anthony Joshua. Tough man, fighting man, Derek Chisora. I known him since I was a pup, since I was a boy. All right. Just waiting for this Fury Usyk interaction. Let's see what we get. Derek Chisora, obviously a bit heartbroken after a tough 10-round battle with his teenage rival Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury. Oh shit. Hold on, I got a phone call, y'all. Hello? Yeah. Got you. Right. Okay, got it. All right, here comes the call out, people. Here comes the call out. Copyright, volume is a thing. Oh, here comes Alexander Usyk to the ring. By God, The Rock is coming into the ring. Oh, face to face, here they go. And Fury telling Usyk he's next, and he's getting into the grill of the Ukrainian unified champ, saying, you are next. Calling him a pussy. He is calling Alexander Usyk a pussy, face to face, screaming it at him. He said, you little midget, I ain't a bodybuilder. I already beat one Ukrainian, Klitschko, didn't I? Now Usyk, just a little bit of licking of the lips from Usyk and a little bit of a smile and a grin from Usyk. But he's getting it verbally from the Gypsy King. He said, let's get it on. You as well. He's saying, I'll fight the whole team. And you. He wants all the team, Usyk. Calling him a little sucker, a pussy, all kinds of things. Usyk just standing there now, stoically. Now Usyk takes the smile off of his face a little bit. Your little sausage, he calls him. The smile is leaving Usyk's face. Now Joe Joyce joins it. By God, the Undertaker's getting in on it. Yeah, the Tyson Fury says, we'll have a Royal Rumble then. So Tyson Fury, like, oh, you got the big homie? What's wrong? You can't talk? So you got the big homie on me? Fury said everyone else is scared of you. He says, if he don't want it, then I'll give it to you. That's the Gypsy King. He says, come on, Joe Joyce, yeah. I'm sorry. I like that energy. I like that. I'm not fanboying. I just like the energy, damn it. That's what we need in boxing. Usyk, I love you, but he just gave it to you live and direct, baby. I know we're not here to have a shout. It's not about talks better trash, and I know Usyk's about this. He's not about this, but how'd that feel? The Gypsy King just served it to you live and direct. They said Fury wasn't going to keep that same energy in person, but he did. I told you guys. Fury could get gangster on you a little bit. He could be goofy or he could get gangster. It's the two. He mixed a little bit of both, but Fury was on his 1993 Snoop Dogg. We could be gentlemen. We can get some gangster shit if you want to. Anyways, let me not get too cringeworthy. I apologize. Just having a little fun on the stream. So, call out is there. Chat, does anybody got anything for me, chat, before we call it a fun wrap up? And we will be back for Chocolatito Estrada. Fury Usyk has no idea what he is saying. I think everybody knows what pussy means. That's just me. I think that's why Fury began to shout it and just shout certain obscenities that he thinks are kind of anybody, even someone that doesn't speak English, would understand what they're being called. And I think everyone knows when they're being called a pussy. Pat G says, let's see him keep the same energy next year. Why do we have any reason to doubt Tyson? This man went 3 fights with Deontay Wilder. You think he's worried about a little blown up middleweight? Of course not. You know? So, let's see. Hillary Me says, Lucy doesn't understand shit. He's just standing there to take... Oh, you mean Usyk. Remember, he speaks a different language than you guys. Get real. Come on, man. If you spoke Ukrainian or different... I'm having a little fun. I know. That's not his character. Usyk's not... He's a gentleman, and he's a stoic, serious man. He's got a goofy side too, doesn't he? But that, look, it's not like Fury just won the fight just now with his mouth, but some old school fighters would tell you that was round 1, and round 1 was Fury. You know, so that's all. Doesn't mean he's gonna win in the end, but it begins in the mental warfare and all of that, and heavyweight championship boxing, and Fury let him know live and direct what that he's as confident as can be. He's the bigger man and has no ifs, ands, or buts about beating him. This isn't Anthony Joshua, a fighter that questions himself. You know what I mean? This is the king. So that's what Fury was letting him know. And Usyk, had a guy in front of him that little cold, Eastern European, Ukrainian, serious stoic attitude, it wasn't going to work. Tyson Fury has been there and done that and solved that psychologically against Vladimir Klitschko. Klitschko tried that with him. I'm going to stare right through your soul and let you talk all this shit, and I'm just going to be about it while you talk about it. That doesn't work with Tyson Fury. So, but I look forward to it. Fury will make Usyk look like an amateur. I don't think so. I don't think that. I just think that fight's going to be a good big man beats a good small man. I just think that's what that fight's going to come down to. Usyk could out-hustle Fury. He could. He could. And he could be sharper than Fury. And that just maybe his punch, maybe is as fast as Fury looks for 6'9", Usyk is just faster. And, maybe his punches are a little more sharp and more compact. Fury sometimes can slap with his shot, get loosey-goosey with the shots. And maybe Usyk, whose punches might be a little more short and compact, maybe he could step inside successfully some of those loosey-goosey shots, step inside and sharpshoot Fury, with his combinations as the fight goes on. I can see that happening. I think that's Usyk's route to victory. But I'm going to pick Fury, but... It is interesting when you look at the amount of clinching Fury has had in the second and third Wilder fights, the White fight and tonight, and the Wallin fight. All those fights, him leaning on these guys and using his body weight against them and getting rough has been a big advantage for him. And Steve Cunningham was very convinced in our interview on FightHype that Igas Klimas and Usyk's people would have a referee in place that won't allow him to do that. And so he said because of that, he doesn't think Fury's going to beat Usyk. So I advise you guys, if you're interested in Fury Usyk, to watch the Steve Cunningham interview, because that was an insight that no one else is mentioning. And having watched Fury just now, Steve's got a great point, and you would expect that. He was the cruiserweight champion of the world, so. My man said, he can just play keep away with Fury. Don't let him lean on you, in and out, bing, bing, bing. I can see him frustrating. I don't know if he could play keep away, BT, because he's Fury with that length it's so much easier for him to cut distance. You know, whenever Usyk wants to step out of range, is he really out of range? Because Fury, you know, even because when Usyk steps in and then he steps out, he might still be in range even when he steps out because the guy's 6'9". So I don't know. I kind of see him doing what, if he wins, I see him kind of doing to Fury what Bivol did to Zerto, which is out beating him by being the sharpshooter, by having the sharper, more compact shots up the center, and kind of in and out, and then catching the more loosey-goose, you know, shots from Fury, maybe catching him, seeing him, and then sharpshooting him down the center and reset and doing that kind of basically what Bivol did to Zerto, but in Usyk's, you know, southpaw stance, and he has his own different type of arsenal. But that's how I see it. But you've been covering fights a lot longer than me, so your way of seeing it, that might be how Usyk can get it done after all. You know, we will have to see, hopefully, in the first half of 2023. Fury is the A side. Usyk ain't picking the ref. That's a great point, Patrico. But Usyk's team, with enough money and political influence on their side as well, if they can campaign strong enough to the referees, if they can Mark Cuban the refs. Remember Mark Cuban again when the Mavericks were down 2-0 against the Houston Rockets, and Mark Cuban made some calls to the league and said Yao Ming's picks were too physical, and then all of a sudden the Mavericks won 4 straight. And you know, anyways, the man used his money and political influence to make a stink about it with the authorities, and maybe that's what Usyk's team will do so much from the minute the contract signed. Maybe they'll do interviews about it. The team will, not Usyk, that's not his style, but maybe the manager will, and Aegis, and the man, I don't know the man's name, nice guy, Usyk's manager, maybe he'll talk about it, and they'll make enough of a stink about it that it'll be an issue and a part of the narrative on fight night. That would probably be wise on Usyk's team to make it a narrative in the media a little bit heading into that fight. My man said, man, I don't know. Fury's starting to look a little Klitschko-ish. Drop the right hand and then lean clinch. Well, I mean, Sugar Hill, right? That's the Lennox Lewis. He's definitely gonna do some of that, because that's what Lennox and Vlad did, and that, look who he's trained by, right? But nah, man. Vlad was just straight up 1-2 clinch lean. Fury still will switch southpaw, BT. He'll still set up off the double jab, uppercut. He'll still do the check hook. He'll back up. He'll come forward. He'll do the little sexy feints. He got the little bounce in his feet. Klitschko's bounce in his feet was so stiff. Remember, boom, and you know. But so no, I'm not ready to go there yet, man. He's not insufferable to watch like some of those Vladimir Klitschko fights were. Maybe I'm the one tripping, but Spider Moose says, I heard it was a British pantomime, a glorified sparring session. That's true, but at least it ended in a stoppage. Because when I think glorified sparring session, they rarely end in a stoppage. Like when two guys are truly playing nice with each other and it's a glorified sparring session, a stoppage doesn't happen. Fury at least stopped him. I mean, he never really hurt him or had him out on his feet, but through accumulation and closing his eyes up, he got him out of there. But yeah, it was a little bit of a glorified sparring session. What's my projection for the main event tonight? Thank you, Jeremiah, for asking. I got Chocolatito. I thought Chocolatito did enough to win the second fight, and I think Chocolatito is, maybe he's due to take a step back again, right? Because he's been on fire since knocking out Yafai for the WBA. He beat Estrada in most people's eyes. And then I was so impressed with him beating up Julio Cesar Martinez. Martinez is one of the best combination punchers in boxing. Yeah, he's a little one-dimensional, but he's a tremendous combination puncher. And in his prime, in his youth, and Chocolatito took his ass apart. So Chocolatito, is still one of the best fighters in the game, and I think he's got momentum heading into this fight. Now, maybe, in his mid-30s, he's been cooking. Maybe he takes a step back and comes back to earth a little bit, cools off. But from what I've been seeing from Roman over his last half dozen fights, he's been clicking on all cylinders again. So I got Chocolatito, and I hope you guys join me back in the chat tonight when we do that round by round 2. Wilder would have brutally knocked out Chisora. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that styles just make fights. Yes, that's what would have happened. No question about it. And Chisora, in those 2 rounds, when he comes out with a lot of steam, he's not the kind of puncher that would have gotten, even in Chisora's perfect scenario, where in the first 2 rounds, when he's got a lot of, when he comes smoking, like he does his best Joe Frazier impersonation, even if he's dipping under the right hand and lands some hard left hooks on Wilder and backs him up on the ropes, Wilder's going to survive that. He'll survive Chisora's worst. So, yeah, Wilder would have definitely bombed out Chisora tonight. Styles make fights. Wilder round 1 with Chisora, very, very possible. Very possible. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the commentary as always. I hope you guys join me again tonight. Before we get up out of here, is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we reconvene, of course, for Chocolatito Estrada? Spider Moose, appreciate you, man. You got it. With this pantomime shit. I gotta be honest, Spider Moose, I can't even get bent out of shape with the pantomime shit because I don't know what a pantomime is. I know I've known what it is at one point, but it left the hard drive. Let's Google together what pantomime is. I already know I've known what it was at one point. I forgot. A dramatic entertainment originating in Roman mime in which performers... so it's a mime thing. Gestures accompanied by music. I get the joke. A little bit of an exaggeration on your part, chat, but I get the joke. Drake and Josh, yep. I also get Ashton Kutcher. So, alright, looks like you guys are about good. You've gotten your fill for the afternoon. Please join back with me in the afternoon, or excuse me, at nighttime when we get it back. Now Fury doing some talking with Joe Joyce. Fury saying all the right things in terms of being open to that fight. He didn't hit Joe Joyce with the, you got to get your name up. You're too big of a risk for too low of a reward right now. Fury being open to the Joe Joyce fight, and that's what you want to see. Rather than him be prepared to step aside Joe Joyce and do the political game or do the understandable game of, hey, you're really tough and you don't bring a belt or too much money to the table. I'd rather fight someone else. Fury sounding open to that fight and called out Alexander Usyk. It was a 10th round TKO for Tyson Fury. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys join me back nighttime for Chocolatito Estrada from Texas. And that's it, man. You don't read the... Florin, what's up? Joe Joyce will knock out Fury. I got you. I read your comment, baby. I read it before we got out of here. I got you. I definitely read the comments. Go back to American football, mate. You are American. Yeah, I totally will. I'm not a soccer fan at all. I haven't watched not one game of the World Cup, so I will totally go back to watching the 49ers, and I'll do that. Anyways, thank you, chat, for joining me. I'll see you guys back tonight, and keep it locked in here